We just entered the month of Shevat, and when the full moon comes, the 15th of Shevat, we come to Tu B'Shvat, which is celebration of the trees, celebration of the bounty and the glory and the offerings of the trees. So Likvod, in honor of that, in honor of the trees, I want to share something that's my experience and my practice. I say Kaddish for the folks in my family who have died. I say Kaddish for the full 11 months. And when I've done that in the past for my uncle and my grandmother, I didn't get myself to a traditional minyan every day. But what I did do was I would step outside. I'd go to the park or down to the river or just outside my house, and I would look around and I would count 10 trees. And I would ask each tree, would you be part of my minyan? Would you stand with me while I said Kaddish? I felt like they said yes, and so I would count the 10 trees and I would say Kaddish. And I did that for the full 11 months. Sometimes I'd go down to the river and I'd count the same trees. I would say, here I am again, please be part of my minyan. I'd count the same trees. Other days I'd go to a different part of the park, or I'd just be outside my house and I'd count different trees. But each time I looked at the trees, I felt them and I asked them to be part of my minyan, and I felt them standing there with me. And I gotta say, I felt them holding me, and I felt them journeying with me as I went through the grief and as I went through this whole experience of saying Kaddish for all those months. So I wanted to offer this because it was a beautiful experience to feel the trees standing there with me as I prayed and as I honored the people in my lives who have passed. And I felt their strength, and I felt their presence, and I felt their life. I really felt the life of those trees. And it helped me. It helped me walk through that time. So I wanted to offer this because there's so many ways to connect with the earth and to connect with nature and to connect with the rivers and the skies. And this month calls us to do that. So let's take some time, lift our eyes, notice the trees, notice the ground, notice the sky, feel ourselves in relationship, and also feel ourselves to care well for this precious, precious planet. May it be so. Amen.